feeling a little bit lost when it comes to love? Are you starting to think that maybe, just maybe, being that weird cat lady down the street is your best path forward? Is your phone just full of group chats with all your friends, hating on men because men are the worst, and it's kind of stopping you from actually wanting a relationship? If so, you are not alone, and it might just be messing with your head more than you think. It's possible you're suffering from a mind virus that's subconsciously pushing away all the healthy relationships in your life. And don't worry, it's not your fault, and it's totally curable. Keep watching. Hey there, my name is Adam LaDolce. I'm an executive love coach and the CEO of Love Strategies, where we help successful single women get out there and attract long-lasting love and do it with a proven strategy. And given that we're one of the largest executive love coaching companies in the world, every single year we work with over 1,000 women, helping them attract long-lasting love. And because of that, because we have such a big community, we are hyper aware of the fact that these mind viruses can spread faster than a pandemic. So what is a mind virus? It's ideas that can spread through social networks, whether it's through your friend group, social media, or just society at large. And the thing about them is that they're really hard to resist because they tend to appeal to your truest desires and tend to explain the world in a way that sometimes makes you feel good in the moment, but it actually sets you up for failure in the future. Think of it this way. When a mind virus infects you, it starts to close all of the love receptors, and it makes you think of just giving up on humanity altogether and getting one of those robot husbands. I mean, at least he does what you tell him to do. But in all seriousness, we're all susceptible to mind viruses, myself included. Now, I think back to when I started dating in a serious way in my early 20s looking for love. I used to think that the only way to get a woman to like you is to make fun of her and hit on all of her insecurities. And I'm not talking about like playful teasing. I'm talking about full out making fun of someone. Before you judge me too hard, just remember, this was 20 years ago, okay? I've learned. But at the time, it never felt right to me. But that's because it was a mind virus. So many people were telling me that this is the way to get a woman to like you. Needless to say, the truth prevailed, and I really began to understand the psychology of love and attraction, and frankly, I got my act together. And I went with my own intuition. What it was telling me was correct, rather than just listening to this mind virus of everyone else telling me what to do. And thank God I did, because my wife, Jessica, would never have responded well to those types of games. So is it possible that you have some mind viruses that are holding you back from love? Well, based on my experience, having worked with thousands of some of the most successful women on the planet and helping them attract love, here are the 7 most common mind viruses that I see in my work. Being divorced means you're a failure. This is not true. I had a client who was recently divorced, and naturally, because she was going through this divorce, she decided that she was going to join some random free community on Facebook of other divorced women. And as a side note, this was not our Facebook group. And the mind virus of this other group, this Facebook group, not our community, that community, it was so pervasive that it was holding her back in her love life. I mean, the ethos was basically like, now you're divorced, you've realized that marriage is complete sham. Like, what a silly realization. That's kind of like saying, well, my first business failed, therefore all of entrepreneurship is a sham. All of this is ridiculous. So instead, when she was a part of our community, our reframe of the situation was basically asking her, what if your divorce gives you an ultimate advantage with love? I mean, you now know what it is you're looking for and what it is that you don't want. If you want to learn more about our group coaching program that's going to help you attract the long-lasting love you truly deserve and do it with a healthy community, head on over to loveapplied.com. You can apply for a free conversation with someone on my team who's going to see whether or not it's a fit. There's only one soulmate for me. This is false. This mind virus comes purely from rom-coms. I'm a rom-com guy, what can I say? But they do kind of set you up for failure. By saying there's only one soulmate for you on this planet, that's kind of like saying there's only one perfect career for you. That's clearly not true. I mean, I've been an executive love coach for the past 15 years, and I do feel like it's my calling, but there are many careers that I'm sure that at the end of it, I would have felt like it was my calling if I just made a different decision in life. And when we believe that there's only one person for you, this leads to really unrealistic expectations in love. And it can cause people to feel really reluctant to commit themselves to a relationship that doesn't feel absolutely 100% perfect. Because I assure you, no relationship is perfect because no human being is perfect. And that makes relationships flawed, which makes them beautiful and interesting. All men are intimidated by successful women. This is 100% false. Confidence and success aren't the issue. Approachability and connection is what matters. Here's the harsh truth. Over the last decade, I've been an executive love coach for literally tens of thousands of the world's most powerful women who said that they were too successful to attract love, and we proved them wrong. And the reality is, their success wasn't the problem. The deeper problem for the majority of our clients was that men are repelled by their very controlling masculine energy. Now, I get it. You're going to have a visceral reaction to this and say, no, men are just the problem. It's not me. But I challenge you to take on a little bit more of an empowering mindset here. You can only control what it is that you can control. And the answer is to not be less successful. So instead, let's start kind of leaning into that beautiful, successful feminine goddess that men are yearning for. It is absolutely possible. And as a side note, feminine energy is the most powerful energy throughout the dating process. Lean back, see what he does, and judge him every single step of the way. That's empowerment. Good relationships are easy. I mean, if it's right, it won't be hard. Definitely not. I mean, let's get real here. Talk to anyone who's been married for 50 years and ask them if it's always been easy. They're gonna be like, easy? Watching a movie on your couch is easy. Marriage is making the movie, writing the movie, editing, acting, producing, launching, and even still you have a 50% chance of failure. Even great relationships require a lot of work, a lot of effort, and a lot of focus. People who struggle with this mind virus have such elevated expectations that the moment conflict arises, they run. The truth is, conflict is healthy and it's normal, so long as it's productive. No one needs a man or love. Sorry, but the reality is you do. Unless you're just not into men, but that's a whole different story. Look, and I get it. Like, if you want to be single during a certain season of life, I've certainly been there. That's one thing, but I believe that for the majority of our life, love is the only thing that really matters in this world. And if you want to experience this most foundational human emotion, you by nature need a man. By definition, you need a guy, you need a relationship. And it doesn't mean this comes from a place of neediness. It comes from a place of having a clear vision for your life and what needs to be a part of it in order to live a really fulfilling life. So please don't let your friends or your fears or your past experiences make you think otherwise. And the best part is, men need you too, more than you could ever know. Online dating, it just doesn't work anymore. Oh, come on. Okay, sure, your friend Debbie will say this all day long because she has no idea how to create an online dating profile and even choose a photo that would attract the right types of guys. I mean, she posts pictures like this that'll only attract the bottom feeders of the internet. But let's go even deeper on Debbie's situation if she's the one that's telling you that online dating doesn't work. The real question is it online dating that doesn't work? Or is it Debbie herself? So before you go ahead and take advice from your friend Debbie about how online dating doesn't work, go ahead and just ask yourself this one question. How's Debbie's offline dating life going? If it's a complete disaster offline as well as online, let's not blame the apps for all of her issues. People love to blame online dating for all of their dating challenges because it offloads all of the responsibility. I mean, they never have to actually look in the mirror and make a real change in their life and show up as the best person they can possibly be in relationships. Men are the problem with dating nowadays. Really? We're blaming 4 billion people on the planet for your dating problems? I mean, have you ever heard a friend say this? Look, it's 2025. Do I really need to tell you that when you say that one group is the problem with anything, that it's kind of idiotic and obviously untrue? It's such a simplification. And again, it removes all responsibility from you. But here's the craziest part about all of this. The women who tend to blame men for all their problems, they're still attracted to masculinity. If we crave masculinity, but constantly criticize it, we'll just keep pushing it away. Or worse, we're only going to attract the worst kind of narcissistic, toxic masculinity. The healthy type of masculinity isn't going to stick around for that type of mind virus. You can't hate something and want it at the same time. That is literally going to make you crazy. So let's embrace masculinity for what it is. It's a strength that steadies you, it challenges you, and it makes you feel safe so long as it's real and not just like posturing from a guy. So let me ask you, what kind of mind viruses are you struggling with? Leave a comment right there below. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend who's struggling with some of these mind viruses. Finally, if you're really ready to follow a proven strategy to attract the love that you truly deserve and do it without all these crazy mind viruses out there, head on over to lovestrategies.com. We have a free training that's going to teach you the 7 little love steps to attracting that man in that relationship you truly deserve, so you don't have to watch videos like this anymore.